Hi, this morning it's a simple how-to, manual wine versus automatic. Let me show you the differences. Hi, thanks for sticking around. This morning it's a really simple video, but it's a question that we get asked all the time on phone calls and when we're on FaceTime with our clients as we're showing you things. So it's really the difference in an automatic movement versus a manual wine movement. Very classic, iconic movements. And you guys know me well enough. You know if I'm going to do this demonstration, I'm using Patek Philippe Calatravas. They're my favorites, iconic timepieces. So let me just jump right in and show you the two that we have this morning. This one actually is the white gold Patek Philippe 5119. You know this is my favorite Calatrava. You probably already know my husband has one of these. It's a little bit older, smaller version, which is what I love about the 51 series. They were created in the early 2000s and they were upsized. So the classic ones were 33 millimeters. These are 36, so 36 millimeter white gold. Beautiful, stunning, iconic. It's just most of the time when you think of Patek Philippe, unless you're looking for a Nautilus or Aquanaut, which we also have those in stock right now, but otherwise you're probably thinking about this Calatrava. It's so well known. It's iconic hobnail or Clos de Paris bezel. Beautiful white dial with the classic Roman numerals. So very, very simple. The other one I have is the 5120. Same size timepiece, both 36 millimeters. But as you'll notice, there's a slight difference in the dial, which also gives away the difference in the movement. So let's start with the 5119. The 5119 is actually our manual wine movement, which means this does need to be wound probably on a daily basis. I'm going to open it up and show you the back. You can see, I love the fact that they have their wonderful exhibition case backs on their timepieces. It just shows you the artistry as well as the engineering of their movements. All of the engraving that you see on the back on the pieces of the movements and the case and the everything that's in there, it's all hand done. The Patek Philippe master watchmakers are masters at what they do, but also master artists, which is why we appreciate them so much. So just beauty of the movement. What you'll notice though is what's missing is the rotor. Most of you all know or are familiar with an automatic is created by a rotor, but I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So manual wine, quite simple. It in fact does need to be wound. And you can see I'm just very simply clockwise or up towards 12, winding it. That's all it takes is a wind. Now the manual wind, you're actually going to wind it until it stops winding. That's the difference. Sometimes when somebody calls and says my watch isn't running, it's because they haven't wound it enough. Don't shake it, nothing in there to shake, all finely tuned components and balance wheels in there. You don't want to shake it. Definitely just wind it. While I'm talking, I'm continuing to wind. It's probably going to be 30 winds, but you'll see on the manual wind timepieces that in fact, you can probably tell now it's getting a little more difficult to wind. You can even put it up to your ear and listen to it. And you'll be able to hear it wind. But once it's fully wound, that's it. That's all it takes. So of course, once it's wound, pull out the crown just one time very simply. It's 9:15 in the morning here in Atlanta. We're just going to turn clockwise again. Simply set your watch. 9:15. Push it back in. It's fully wound. And again, one of the differences in the 5119 and the 5120, the 5119 is the manual wind. It has the sub-dial at 6 o'clock. In these watches, that's the difference. You can tell which one is automatic and which one is manual. So second hand's moving, it's perfect time, it's good to go. You can enjoy it and wear it all day long. This one in particular, before I put it down, I want to tell you about, they were retired. We've talked about the fact how sad I was when they retired this iconic watch design. I still can't believe they did it, but they did. But this one is actually a 2020 box and papers. We have its original certificate of origin, its original box. It's an extraordinary timepiece. Give me a call about it. We'll be happy to show it to you, even send it home with you. So manual wind, sub-dial at 6 o'clock, wind it till it's good, then it's ready to go. And tomorrow morning when you pick it up, even if it still has the right time on it, I'd wind it again till it's a full wind. It's just running full power, much more accurate that way. That's your 5119. 5120. This one happens to be in yellow gold. The difference visually on the dial, which I will show you as soon as I get this open, is there is no subdial at 6 o'clock. So very clean, of course, again, beautiful. You see it, it's really vivid in the yellow gold. Hobnail bezel on the watch, white dial, black Roman numerals, but clean, nice clean dial. So this is the automatic. What you'll see here though, when I turn it around, and one of the things I love about Patek Philippe, their rotor, which I'm going to move it so you can see it, is actually a lot of times when you see an exhibition case back, the rotor will be the full, it covers the whole movement, but their rotor is internal. So that's, as you wear it, that's actually a great picture of how they work. As you wear it, the kinetic movement of wearing it and moving your arm, the rotor keeps it wound, but it still has to be wound. So again, to get this one ready to go, all you want to do is wind. Now this one is automatic. It's not going to stop winding, but you do want to wind it 40 to 50 times. That's really puts all the power that's stored in that mainspring. The rotor won't rewind it, but it keeps it wound. So that's something we always talk about with our clients on the phone when they're having issues or wanting to know why their watch isn't running well. They're all running well. They're all tested right before we ship them out to you, so we know they're in perfect working order for you. Sometimes it just takes a little reminder. We're always happy to get on the phone and help you out. So I'm winding it. Haven't been really counting while we've been talking, but I'm probably about 40 turns by now. So now that I've wound it 40 times, I'm just going to simply pull out the crown. Very easy, just like that. And then, of course, clockwise, I'm going to set the time. Again, now it's about 9:20. Thanks for sticking around during those 5 minutes. Perfect. It's all set. Push it in, ready to go, ready to wear and enjoy. Of course, beautiful exhibition back. Classic, iconic timepieces. Very simple to set. Again, this is the difference in the manual wind, requires winding every day, fully wound until it stops, versus the automatic, which you still are going to wind about 40 times. Now, if you wear it every day, you probably won't need to rewind it every day or all the time. If it's a watch you wear every day, then probably once a month you want to wind it just to give it full power again. If it's a watch that's a dress watch like this beautiful Calatrava that you wear but not every day, when you pick it up, it's not on time, go ahead and give it that 40 winds. We'd love to help you with the clients here with our watches. These are quite simple, manual and automatics, the difference in how they run. Beautiful Patek Philippe's. You guys know their favorites and mine. So let me know which one you prefer, manual wind or automatic. And of course, any questions you have, you give us a call here at SwissWatchExpo. We're always happy to take care of you.